What gadgets shaped the first TV remote control generation? Baby boomers grew up during a remarkable time of technological innovation. The devices that hit the market during their formative years laid the foundation for the high-tech world we live in today. In this video, we'll highlight 5 groundbreaking gadgets that defined the baby boomer generation and gave them their tech-savvy reputation. Number 5. Starting off with number 5, we have the transistor radio. The transistor radio utterly transformed listening habits in the 1950s and 1960s. This palm-sized device gave the first rock and roll generation newfound freedom to tune in anywhere. After the transistor was invented at Bell Labs in 1947, radios shrunk from furniture boxes to pocket-sized gadgets teens could finally carry anywhere. Before transistors, radios relied on fragile, power-hungry glass vacuum tubes that required being plugged into the wall. The transistor allowed radios to be powered by inexpensive, reliable solid-state devices using basic batteries. When Texas Instruments released the Regency TR-1 in 1954, retailing at $49.95, it was an immediate hit, selling 150,000 units that first year. This radio was truly the first affordable, portable electronics device. Previous portable radios were still expensive novelties relying on vacuum tubes. Transistor technology is what unleashed portability and access. Could a palm-sized radio really change an entire generation's lifestyle? Keep listening. As Sony, Panasonic, Sanyo, and other electronics giants leapfrogged innovations, the transistor radio improved dramatically through the 1950s. Increased sensitivity for better reception, durable metal casing rather than plastic, smaller batteries that lasted longer. Prices kept dropping as well, firmly solidifying transistor radios as must-have gadgets by the 1960s. How did such a simple device make such an impact? The next innovations revealed the true cultural influence. Soon, the iconic mid-century modern look emerged. Chrome, palm-sized casing with a telescoping whip antenna. This mobility was revolutionary, freeing the first rock and roll generation by letting them tune into pop culture trends anywhere. Whether catching the latest top 40 hits at backyard barbecues, dancing to the season's chart toppers at sock hops and school dances, or simply stowing away to listen privately for hours. The transistor radio gave baby boomers unprecedented freedom. The impact spread worldwide as well. The transistor radio influenced fashion and hairstyles and accelerated the spread of rock music across continents. As boomers came of age through pivotal eras like the Vietnam War and social change of the 1960s, the constant soundtrack and connectivity their pocket radios provided shaped their outlook and chafing against conservative values. This accessibility foreshadowed smartphones half a century later. But with no internet rabbit holes, the transistor radio offered a more focused type of mobility, just tuning into popular radio hits, news, and occasional baseball. For baby boomers across the globe, though, the age of mobile electronics was born with the glorious transistor radio. Next up, how baby boomers pioneered buying now and worrying about consequences later. Number 4. Credit cards. Transistor radios let baby boomers take their music anywhere, and the very next technology let them buy anything they ever wanted with revolutionary new payment methods. Though simple charge cards had existed prior solely for business expenses, Bank of America launched the first all-purpose credit card usable at many merchants in 1958. The new concept was shocking: buy now, pay later. This card, called Bank AmeriCard and later renamed Visa, resonated instantly with young boomers' attitudes. Competitors like MasterCard quickly followed Visa's groundbreaking model. What changed besides just grabbing another piece of plastic at the cash register? Nearly everything. Cash and bartering gave way to invisible instant transactions. Big-ticket items no longer required saving up front. By simply flashing plastic, teens and young adults with no savings could suddenly buy on credit, revolutionizing consumerism and shopping habits across America as instant gratification went mainstream. So how did this credit card phenomenon permanently reshape the economy? On one hand, ease of credit fueled boomers' voracious appetite for consumption, even with the looming risk of crushing debt. Keeping up with the Joneses became easier, but also raised the bar of lifestyle expectations. Travel and luxury purchases bloomed. Owning homes and cars earlier than previous generations became marks of prestige and success. Yet beneath the shiny surface, this buy now, pay later attitude ushered in grave financial woes. As credit spending spread like wildfire, consumer debt across society ballooned over ensuing generations. Yuppies in the 1980s and 90s doubled down on climbing credit card and mortgage debts that economized the lending industry but devastated individuals once market bubbles burst. Not to mention, spending beyond one's current means became integral to the U.S. economy, yet risked trapping families in endless debt cycles. Even responsible users struggled paying double-digit interest rates with stealthy fees. For better and worse, the once cash-dominated society now lives and dies by the power of credit, pioneered by boomers. On to the next seminal shift from records to revolutionary new musical portability, the audio cassette tape. Number 3. Audio cassette players. The transistor radio was just the beginning of portable electronics pioneered by baby boomers. Next up, the audio cassette tape player. First invented in 1962, portable cassette players took off in 1979 when Sony's iconic Walkman hit the market, allowing true music on the go for the first time with lightweight headphones included. What can a plastic portable box with a tangle of magnetic tape inside really change? Just from 1979 onward, everything. These cassette players enabled baby boomers and future generations to make carefully curated mixtapes, the custom soundtrack of their generation's coming of age. Whether Led Zeppelin, The Cure, Madonna, or Metallica, they could carry endless music anywhere without commercial interruption, rocking out while jogging, studying, commuting, tuning out parents' nagging, and more. The Walkman and cassette player boom lasted until sleek digital CDs arrived in the 90s, but defined both portability and musical identity for all future devices. So how did something as simple as portable tunes truly reshape society? Mixtape culture, baby boomers' signature passion for carefully curated cassette playlists blossomed thanks to total portability paired with personalization. A soundtrack for life itself was now available on tap. This drive to craft musical identity foreshadowed digital playlists decades later. And speaking of portable cassette, wizardry-changing entertainment, next, what 1980s kid survived without the next iconic gray plastic box? The wondrous VCR. Number 2. Video cassette recorders. Cassette recorders transformed video consumption too, thanks to one iconic gray plastic box, the video cassette recorder, or VCR. VCR tech existed by 1956, but was extremely expensive, costing the equivalent of over $10,000 today. By the late 1970s, prices finally dropped enough for average consumers. After Sony launched its Betamax in 1975, the battle between Betamax and VHS formats raged through the 80s. Ultimately, VHS prevailed by 1987. Like audio cassettes, the VCR unfettered television viewing from rigid broadcast schedules. Now baby boomers could record programs to view anytime and rent or buy movies to watch at home at will, making video an on-demand entertainment medium. VCRs remained a staple until DVD players rendered tapes obsolete in the 2000s. But no 90s kid survived without VHS tapes. And now, the top one most revolutionary piece of technology from baby boomers' prime. Number 1. Personal computers. The gadgets we've discussed altered electronic size, portability, and versatility over just a few decades. But then came the piece de resistance, the personal computer. Before the 1970s, computers were giant mainframes only accessible to a few elite scientists and corporations. Then a revolution, the microcomputer, was born. In 1975, MIT's Altair 8800 kicked off the DIY home computer revolution. Soon, Apple, Commodore, and Radio Shack launched models like Apple II, PET, and TRS-80 that ignited the PC's meteoric rise through the 80s and 90s. IBM soon standardized PCs for the corporate offices where young baby boomers worked, while Macs brought user-friendly computing to the masses. Almost overnight, computers shrunk from that giant mainframe to compact, versatile machines that opened up unprecedented potential in communication, creativity, and commerce. Baby boomers dove headfirst into this digital frontier, defining what personal computing looked like for generations to follow. What an incredible array of forward-thinking gadgets baby boomers spearheaded in just a few decades. What will Gen Z innovate next? Share your predictions below, and don't forget to subscribe. See you soon. Bye.